Hi guys, Night of Heart here, and welcome back to Omega. Hey, it's been 2 weeks. That's all I have to say about that. I have no excuse at this point. Let's just get into the video. Last time we left off, she was just about to explain the giant cliffhanger that I left you guys on 2 weeks. So throw tomatoes and eggs at me, please do. Go to my house. I'll tell you my address right now. My stutter is incredible. I'll tell you my address right now. You can go to my house. Throw toilet paper, throw eggs, throw tomatoes, throw whatever you want at it. Because for someone to leave on a cliffhanger for 2 weeks, I could have at least made another video to finish the story and then be, whatever. Nah. I fucking 2 weeks, like. But yeah, Aradia, she was gonna. Sorry, excuse me, sorry. I just woke up, essentially. Yeah, basically. Oh, my computer's very low. It's at 7%. Why wasn't it on the charger last night? Who knows? Like, who knows? Oh, yeah, who knows at this point? But yeah, what was I, yeah, she was going to tell us a story. But yeah, I've been playing Magic Card Jump. Yeah, I've been playing Magic Card Jump. Best believe, I think I'm on generation, I'd say 42 right now. Yeah, I think. And I almost have enough EXP to level up. I have I have almost enough, and I was tight, because I was like, I was mad, because, like, if I level up, I can get to Magic Carp with higher level, and like I almost leveled up, but now I have to sit there and okay. Now I have to sit there and train this Magic Carp again, then lose the league. I just have to train a Magic Carp. I don't need to train. If I just got a little bit, a tiny bit more EXP, I wouldn't care. But yeah. Also, my hair is a fucking mess. Like I said, I just woke up. I didn't comb my hair. I don't care. Yeah, so the video, let's go. We're gonna figure out what happened to this freaking chick and get this over with. Let's fix my mic as well. Alright, so what happened? Oh yeah, this is long as fuck. Alright. As a few of you may know, some time ago I attempted to break free from the shackles of my death and obscurity by endeavoring to mold the Alpha timeline to my will. The outcome notwithstanding, the crux of the crux of the scheme was that I would ensure the universe Lord English was born into was never created in the first place, thus completely averting his disastrous influence on all reality. Of course, my actions would merely have resulted in a doomed timeline, but I was confident in my abilities to heal my doomed branch to the point where it can functionally supersede the Alpha timeline. Interesting. She thought that she can, like, full time. She was basically saying, yeah, like, I'm so good, yeah, I'm gonna make sure this timeline, this timeline's gonna be a doom timeline, but because of my luck and because of my powers, yeah, I'll best believe I'm about to make it an Alpha or some shit. It's whatever. She was trying to manipulate the rules of the game, which you can do if you have the right power, but she didn't have enough power. So yeah, that's what happened with that. Man, this sounds just as nuts as I did last time you were glubbing about it. Shaking my head. Manaya, I thought you said there would be no interruptions. I'm hardly proud of my conceited maneuver either, but this is important. But this is important context. Yeah, sorry. Thank you. Oh wow, okay, so I guess the way they kind of messed up the way it was arranged. I'm pretty sure they should be, like, on top of each other instead of one giant paragraph. Thank you. That being said, I'm still fairly confident that the essence of the plan was well founded. It's just so happened that my scope of understanding was far too narrow. My priorities were all skewed. No shit. Her imperious conduct proved far more tedious and obstacle than I have anticipated. Despite many efforts to break free from Lord English's servitude, her determination to see that the universe made has always been in line with the preservation of his eventual arrival. I think I said that right. And so long as she continues to operate at his best interest, she will continue to draw considerable power from her connection with him, a connection only he can serve. Oh, sever. Wow, that's interesting. Okay, that makes sense. That sounds kind of crazy though. It's just like, yeah, it's just like they have a connection and only he can break it, but she can't. So like she's tried to like not work for this man, and then he's just like, nah, you're working for me, bitch. And then she's just like I can't do anything about it. Like he'll probably kill me. Kind of sucks. Oh hey, Versa, hey, that's a nice drawing for some reason. I don't know why I think that's a nice drawing. Verska ... Shit. With the current state of things, oh yeah, so Verska realized that, yeah, her plan, yeah. With the current state of things, it is far more efficient to simply address the problem at its source, which of course was the purpose of our original plan. Nonetheless, I grew determined to scour the furthest ring for more information on Lord English's weaknesses. I had a hunch that there was likely more to the story than I initially realized. There are a number of differing theories linked to Lord English's fate, though each spun a unique tale. There was one centered. What the fuck? Okay, there was one central element common in all of them: a weapon, presumably the same weapon that the Lord of Time is currently preoccupied with. Oh, what the fuck is this thing then? As a quick aside, in case of any of you are wondering, for the moment, English possesses very little threat to us. His attention has shifted to the matters far more urgent than terrorizing our small gathering. That is to say, he is entirely focused on the weapon. The utilities and nature of this weapon are still shrouded in mystery. That alone should have been something of a red flag. But I digress. It was said that the Lord of Time once trapped inside its band of heroes who had challenged. Oh, okay. Let me start that over because I was definitely reading it wrong. It was said that the Lord of Time once trapped inside its band of heroes who had challenged him, and that they were destined to be released from their prison and finish what they started. It's also suggested that the weapon was a juju that had been in Lord English's possession, which, upon outlasting its use, therefore functioned purely as an instrument of his demise. Others assume that it was merely a tool meant to unleash some sort of coup de grace. Another point, all signs seem to indicate that the weapon was in fact a person, the ghost of the Lord's long-lost dead female counterpart, whom he killed to assume control of their shared body. The counterpart he would stop at nothing to eradicate all traces from existence. After my thorough investigation. Ah, shit. And I think there's an ant calling on me. Yep, he's calling me because he's out of work. Guys, give me a second, sorry. Hello? I'm recording a video. You're out of work, right? You're gonna come over and play whatever, Tekken? Yeah, okay, well, it's been about 8 minutes. Shit. Well, like, go eat something or something. Like, cause like I'm not gonna finish. I'm still gonna record this video, so like, yeah. All right. Sorry about that, everyone. Yeah, I forgot he was coming over, and I woke up a little bit too late. Yeah, it's already 2 o'clock. Damn. Shit, I was gonna try to make this video like 30 minutes long, but if he's coming over, it's kind of rude to invite people. Like, I said he can come over around this time. It's my fault for waking up late. So like, it'd be kind of rude of me to just keep recording while I have company over. But let's just read this shit. If anything, this will be a very short video, and I promise you that if I make this video short, I will record another video and upload it this week. I promise you. I promise you. Alright? Okay. Like, it's like I truly promise you. And if I break that promise, I unsubscribe. Like, I don't know, man. Where was I at? Fuck. After my thorough investigation, I can tell you with confidence that all of these things are true in one another. However, we put these pieces of the puzzle together all wrong. We entirely dismissed the tale of the lost cherub and assumed that the weapon must be the very juju we discovered in the void. We expected it to wipe out Lord English in one fell swoop through some ambiguous onslaught. Oh geez, he seems like he's kind of mad. As you can see, these preconceptions were entirely unsustainable. What the fuck? Yeah. Lord English has been weakened, but remains undefeated. However, that does not mean the weapon failed to perform its proper function. The truth of the weapon is as such. It's a juju that once belonged to Lord English as a powerful tool that once used, thereafter could only be used against him. When English was challenged by a party of the valiant and worthy warriors, he restored the juju to entrap them and cast them aside, then banished them to the void to attempt to prevent it from being found. This was a fool's errand, as we clearly managed to locate the weapon regardless. It unleashed something upon him, and now both remain. It's likely many of you are aware that this information already. It's likely many of you are aware of this information already. The rest, while far more enlightening, will begin to delve more into that. Wow. We'll begin to delve more into the realms of yeah. Like, oh. Like, clearly, like, English has never been my best subject, but, like, I believe I don't write enough, and that's why I have trouble pronouncing big words. Not because I'm stupid. I'm far from stupid. Not saying that people who have problems pronouncing big words are stupid. They're not dumb. It's just that I just don't write enough, so that I can sit there and be like, oh, like, fucking this word, like conjecture. I've never used that. I don't think I've ever used that word in, like, a sentence in my life. So, like, why would I know how to fucking pronounce it if I'm reading? You know what I mean? But I'm confident in my deductions. I've used deductions in a sentence before in real life. I didn't use that other word. Or maybe I have, but not as common enough where I can recall. I can recall. Well, I can't recall when exactly I used the word deductions, but I've used the word common enough to know that it's deduction. As far as I can discern, yeah. The juju draws its power from the source completely beyond our current comprehension, beyond Lord English, beyond Skya, and perhaps even beyond the plane of existence altogether. Perhaps it even plays an invisible role in shaping the reality as we know it. Whatever its true nature, it seems that Lord English himself also draws some measure of power from that same source. It may very well be the origin of its unconditional immortality and how casually it appears to bend to his will. So, what did the juju do? I believe that it severed his connection to the higher plane, along with its destruction of one of his other power sources, the green sun. He has now been left vulnerable, unstable, and perhaps finally mortal. Alright, interesting. Now we're going to talk about the black hole, because yeah, that is also a thing that's happening. Now, I understand that some of you may be wholly unaware of the destruction of the green sun. It happened only recently, so don't worry. It will be sure to fill you. I'll be sure to fill you in. I think that the more observant of you may have already managed to take a moment to look up at the infinitely fractured void that surrounds this bubble. If you haven't, I suggest you do so now. That gaping hole is the furthest ring. The gaping hole in the furthest ring is what is known as the pocket. It is the work of a final piece of the puzzle, the lost cherub. Wow, these guys thought this through. Sorry for my fuck up in my reading. Yeah. These fucking okay, I have an ant problem. Cause something happened to my bathroom, and my bathroom had to get redone. And I think while whatever was happening to my bathroom, these ants managed to make a colony in my house while it was happening. And now it's and this was during winter. It's now summertime. It's not cold. These guys are now coming out like it's nothing. I put ant traps all over my room, the little things where they get the poison, go to the colony, and die. And with no dice, these ants are no joke. And I have to I don't know if I'm gonna have to call an exterminator or something. It's no joke. I'm really annoyed. I'm pretty sure 2 ants have crawled on me. I'm just ignoring it because I'm reading, but then I feel a tiny little movement, and I don't like bugs like that. but we were far too quick to dismiss her role in the story, though our haste is ultimately inconsequential. I think I said that right. She was always beyond our grasp, and she would have done her duty just as readily, no matter our thoughts or feelings of her. The lost cherub turned out to be another manner of a weapon in her own right. She also is far more than that. Her mere existence is something of a miracle. The muse of space should have never emerged victorious in the battle against her more determined male counterpart, and yet she defied the odds and stacked against her just as deftly as Lord English had. In some lonely offshot timeline, she asserted her iron will and managed to predominate over her brother. She played the game that was built for her to lose. She made the choice that her brother would never have possibly made. Interesting. Wow, that's actually really interesting, actually. I kind of like the way she explained the story. The Lord of Time, upon meeting with his denizen, took the path of the conqueror. The Muse of Space, given the similar opportunity, took the path of the... Yeah, that word. And in doing so, she dedicated her life and her subsequent death to the conqueror's destruction. I believe that on some level, Lord English knew this. His relentless quest to finally destroy her was as much of a labor of self-preservation as it was of hatred, but this was too lead to his undoing. The Muse used herself as bait, goading him into his misguided rampage across the furthest ring, while simultaneously forging a path for us to claim his long-forgotten juju. Huh. And so the lost cherub waited patiently until all the other pieces were placed for her final gambit. She traveled to the Green Sun to fulfill her destiny as Lord English's foil. All right. And yep, and then there goes that black hole. She performed her final act as she created a singularity which absorbed in the incredible massive energy of the Green Sun. The singularity became so dense and so powerful that it tore the catalyst rift into the very fabric of paradox space. The pocket will continue to rip apart and consume the reality until nothing is left, and Lord English is no exception. Alright. Interesting. So, you see now, don't you? Our failures was not in defeating Lord English. It was stopping the rest of reality as we know it from becoming collateral in his destruction. Okay. And Verska, she looks angry for some reason. Wait, so what are you saying exactly? I thought I was fairly clear, but I understand that this information is too jarring for you to absorb. It means that if nothing is done, everything that we know will cease to be. Everything. Really. Yes, Verska, everything. Every ghost, every horror terror, every dream bubble, session, universe. Oh, and universe. It will all eventually fall into the pocket and be lost. Of course, this ensures that there is no point in time and space which Lord English can escape. But then again, the same goes for us. If it's any constellation from the perspective of any universe currently nested inside Skya, this is business as usual. All universes die. From the moment the vast croak, they contain every instance of the universe and all of their histories at once. And the resonants at any given iteration have no real way of perceiving anything that occurs in this border scope. They are free to live their mortal lives as they would otherwise. As they say, ignorance is bliss, a blessing that those of us among the dead cannot afford, but the consequences of what we manage to accomplish will reach beyond such individual concerns and matters great deal of the masses yet to... Yeah, okay, I gotta call. You're outside? Alright, I'll be at the door in like a minute or two. I'm not a snake, I'm almost just... I'll be at the door. Alright, my friend's here. Yeah. I'm almost done with this. I did everything I could to prevent the pocket from forming. In fact, I spent a considerable amount of time and effort seeking out the lost cherub for myself. I planned to attempt to reason with her and to convince her there must be some other way, but she was far too elusive and no doubt too dedicated to her cause. It enlisted if I had found her. So in the end, I failed, just as you did. I'm not too proud to admit that. Okay, well, at here, I'm gonna stop right here because my friend Nick is here. Sorry, I mean, I didn't mean to cut this short, but actually, I've been recording for like 19 minutes. Well, okay, that's actually not that bad. That's not that bad. I thought it was gonna be like 19 minutes isn't bad. Usually my thing's like 25, but 19's not that bad. So, all right, guys, sorry for the long wait. I'm getting interested. I want to know what's gonna go down. So since I'm interested, that interest might turn the motivation to make more. Yeah, you might get a video later this week. Alright guys, I'm gonna see you guys in the next episode, alright? Add a heart outie, wink, wonk, wink, wonk, wink, wonk. Sorry for taking 2 weeks, I'm sorry. Wink.